Graffiti tells, night unfolds, silent whispers, truth be told. Walls of color, stories speak, streets heartbeat, bold and sleek. Mystery man, cloaked in night, art rebellion, truth takes flight. Urban canvas, voices rise, hidden meanings in disguise. Banksy style, we paint the streets, truth unleashed in hushed heartbeats. Silent echo, shadows play, evolution every day. Mass crusader, brush in hand, changing minds across the land. Silent protest, loud and clear, artwork screams for all to hear. Broken dreams, hope restored, through these lines we move forward. Spray cans write history's call, witness change upon the wall. Banksy style, we paint the streets, truth unleashed in hushed heartbeats. Silent echo, shadows play, evolution every day.
Hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hafez TV. I'm your host, Hafez, and I had no sound up until now because I muted the mic in a very different way. I muted it here and here. So we're back. Okay, and I'm sort of listening to myself a little bit. It's a delay, and there we are. Okay, we're in. We're good. We've got it. Now, let me. Well, I can see chats. Now I'm doing this through Restream, as you can see, in the old sort of phone vertical way. First of all, big up to everyone in the chat. My God, there's so many of you. So many so quickly. So many came so fast. Big up, Cheeky Chops. Good afternoon, sir. Irish Flame, hello. Just Grateful, hello. Paul Game, hello. Irish again, can't hear you. Babs UK, how are you, Babs, my love? I hope you're well. I hope you enjoyed the show last night. Scarlett in London, good to see you, Scarlett, even though you deleted your message. I don't know why. Just Grateful again, no sound. Paul, no sound. Yeah, everybody's saying no sound. And Hassan Yalmaz, better that way. Dude, why do you come when you hate it so much? We can't hear you. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Fun with Dirts. Big up Fun with Dirts. Scarlett again. Can hear you now. Thank you, Cheeky Chops. And everyone else is saying now you can hear me. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome one and all. Now, what do we have here in the chats? Let me see. Can we highlight chats in here? Yeah. It looks like we can't hear you. That was a we can't hear you. Let's put a we can hear you. Cheeky Chops, Babs UK. Yes, yes, we can highlight messages as well. Isn't that just swell? Isn't that just a pretty? Yeah, I'm just messing around really with this stream restream. Apparently, you can restream indefinitely, as in there's no limit. Unlike StreamYard, which has a limit of several hours per month, you can apparently do use restream to stream like this without any limits. So I thought I'd give it a go. It's my lunch break. I actually only have half an hour left. I don't actually have a full hour. But we'll keep going as long as we can. Hello, Miss Lawyer Chick. Good morning, Hafez and chat. Good morning, Lawyer Chick. Lawyer Chick is an awesome lawyer lady who gives lawyery things, advice. She's actually got a massive um, TikTok channel. Her TikTok is very good. Her YouTube is just starting out. She's fairly new, I guess, on the YouTube scene. But she's been told by what do you call it? She's been told, she's been instructed by other YouTubers on how to do YouTubing. I guess, but her TikTok is awesome. So check out Lawyer Chick at actually I don't know Lawyer Chick. If you have a link or something, put it in there for their YouTube channel and whatever socials you want to give out, TikTok, Insta, whatever. So yeah, Lawyer Chick is awesome. We love you, Lawyer Chick. Fun with Dirts. We love Fun with Dirts. Also, Fun with Dirts has a great, what's it called? A great metal detecting channel. Fun with Dirts just does metal detecting, goes around, runs a metal detector over things and finds things. Believe it or not, he finds a lot of good things. He's got like several rings that I've noticed, and various other bits and bobs, which is surprising how much stuff people seem to lose. Admittedly, I lost a sterling silver ring once in the Spanish Ocean. I think it was Tenerife. Well gutted about that. It just came straight out of my hand. Didn't even notice it. Stupid. Cost me 50 quid that. Anyway, so what are we doing? What's this? What's Degosi saying? Degosi, by the way, hand pink wave testing 1 2 3. How's it going, Hafez? Good, Gosi. Now, Gosi, you put up a lot of comments in my last stream. I'll be honest, I haven't read it yet. It's TLDR. It's a little TLDR. Didn't read it. Have not read it yet. How does this look? I look awful. I look awful today. I don't know why. I've got a bad hat day. Can you believe that? Should have worn a different cap. Should have worn a cap or something else. I don't know. Look, my bald head does not go well. It shine. The light shines it off the camera too much. Hold on. Let's turn on a little extra lighting here. I think we need it. We need a little bit of extra lighting. Yeah, it's a little bit better actually with a bit of natural lighting. El natural. Okay. So, I come to you as you see from my boudoir. I am just chilling for the lunchies since I'm currently working from home. And I don't really have a lot to go over. Now I'm gonna have to sort of do something. Scheitzer cough. Scheitzer. Hold on, guys. I need to share. Sharing is caring, boys. Sharing is caring, boys and girls. I guess there you go. We're sharing, we're caring, we're doing our thing. We're doing our thing. No, that's not good. That is. Although, zooms in too much. Maybe that's a bit better. That's a bit better. So yeah, kids. This is the way we're gonna rock and roll, I guess, with this bad boy. There you go. So we've got some stuff. I've got some choiced. What the hell does this thing just go back to that mode? Anyway, it just seems to go back to that mode. There you are. There you are. Keep it like this. That'll work. Anyone wants to come up? Does anyone want to come up? Actually, does anyone care to come up? Invite up to 6 guests. Oh, I see. We can only get 6 with the free version. You can only get 6 guests. So, guys, I'm only allowed 6 guests. Let's see. There's the link. Let's see if that what happens there. Are we actually live on Kick? We're supposed to be live on Kick, but it looks like the messages will not make it to Kick. But there it is. If anybody wants to join us, feel free. Hit the link. Let's see how that show progresses. But in the meanwhile, let me pick a few things that I want to play. I don't like it. I don't like it like that. In that case, let us begin. As usual, please let me know whether you can hear the sound or not. But we're going to start with this one. Today is a very light conversation. Essentially, you are going to watch the crap that I save on Instagram.
Home cooked food is really important as well. Okay, now the word for food in Scotland is minge. Minge, okay? As you know, as some.
Can you guys hear it? If you can't hear it, tell me. Links out. Thank you. Yeah, let me know if you can't hear it, but if you can hear it, or you should be able to hear it, you just let me know. Let me know. I hope, as I said, I hope everything is coming through. Yeah, it's coming through.
Minge.
All right, yeah. And as the gentleman says, the name, yeah, in Scotland, they use the term minge.
And it's become a staple diet in Scotland. Okay. So when you say you're eating your mum's minge, you're eating your mum's food.
Scotland, I want you guys to pay attention to this message. Here in the South, eating my mom's minge is very, very important to me. Keeps me big and strong, keeps me healthy. Her minge is rich and flavorful. I'm not sure why it's not a big deal in Scotland to eat your mom's minge, but I think it's very important. It's big for your family, it's togetherness. So I highly recommend that you eat your mom's minge. And you know, if you want, you come down here, you can eat my mom's minge. And
home cooked food is really important as well. Okay.
Oh my god, that never stops being funny. Remember, everyone, it's very important to eat your mom's minge. It's wholesome, full of energy. Make sure you get a good mouthful of minge before you leave the house in the morning. Oh shit. Yeah. This is the kind of crap I save on Insta. I just want you to know this is what happens to my life. I want you to know this, and I want you to carry this inside you. That this is the kind of crap I save on Instagram. Okay, where's the next thing? The next thing. I think only MGTOWs would really get this one. Don't even need sound with it. It's self-explanatory. It says, same idea, different design. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, what's this? It says, whoever broke their heart is under serious death threats. Whoever broke their hearts is under serious death threats. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is terrible. This is the worst. So fucked up.
Where are the police? Oh, you know why there's no police serving burglaries, don't you? Because 6 of them turned up at this house of a hard-working couple because, listen, wait for it, they'd slagged off their eldest daughter's school in a private, say again, school, private WhatsApp chat. So what the fuck is, it's a private WhatsApp chat. And someone said, don't like this, we'll go to the police. So this army of police turned up in their house in Hertfordshire. This couple, Maxie and Rosalind Levine, and they arrested them. 6 policemen,
Yes.
arrested them in front of their 3-year-old daughter, and they kept them in a cell for 8 hours. I'm not making this up. 8 hours.
Is Jim Davidson sitting in an inflatable chair? That looks like an inflatable chair, like behind him, and then a green screen. I don't know what he's sitting on. Why is there an inflatable chair? Well, I mean, look, Jim Davidson's become controversial recently because he just simply talks common sense and like things that normally everybody else would consider to be normal. But somehow he is just a madman now. So yeah, that's why Jim Davidson's going viral these days, because he's just normal and says things that just about everybody else would relate to. I don't know. The man must have lost his collective mind, because he's just being human. And yes, 6 police officers turn off for WhatsApp messages. And yet when your mobile is stolen out of your hand in the streets of London, there isn't a policeman to be found. Literally, you could get beaten up and accosted in London and not a single policeman will be found. But you write the wrong... You know what it is? You see, the irony is that even if you get your mobile stolen out of your hand from some thief on an electric bike in London, you can't even write a disgusting text message in WhatsApp or on X or Facebook in order to get the police to come at you. Normally, I would recommend that if you get mugged in the streets of London, or if you're being stabbed, here's a hint. If you've just recently been stabbed in the streets of London, instead of calling the police to come and help you because no one will show up, write an offensive message on Twitter or Facebook. Just say something about immigration on Facebook. There'll be 12 police officers at your stabbing location immediately. That's how you get the police to come in England. If you want the police to immediately show up at your door, don't call 999 and say it's an emergency. Write an offensive meme. That's how you get the police to come over these days. That's how you get the police's attention, by the looks of it. Not by actually writing. And speaking of offensive memes, I'd like to bring your attention to this little gem that I came across. Actually, let me see. Did I save it? No, I didn't. Sorry, guys. Should have prepared it a little bit more, but you know how it is. I am not the prepared type. We're just winging it, kids. We're just winging it. So if this thing loads, and there it is. This is apparently an ad for the next Snow White. Snow White Part 2. Oh shoot! Hold on. Maybe I gotta change the thing. No, what the hell? That name tag is covering the freaking thing. How do I turn off the name tags? I don't even know how we can actually turn off the name tags. Can we not have a name tag? Okay, that's that one. It says, "Look at me, I am Snow White now." This is a reference to Captain. I can't even get it to show up properly. It's a reference to Captain Phillips, and I can't get that name tag off. Why? How is it we can't actually get rid of the tags? We can we not, like, if we don't want it? What is wrong with this application? It's mandatory name tags. I don't want it. Remove, replace. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. How do I get it back? There we are. But yeah, you can't. It's a mandatory name tags. I can't seem to remove these name tags. I'm still working out the kinks in this whole debacle of Streamlabs default graphics. No. Yeah, still working out the bugs here, kids. Don't really know how to get rid of that name tag section. Seems we're kind of stuck with it for now. Anyway, moving on. So what's everybody saying? The nose offends all your... Oh, for God's sake, Hassan, you're on it again. Oh, my God. Where Yorkie... What? Oh, dear God. No riots in London today. Well, not today. Not today, my good sir. Not today. I'm not fond of that one. Yeah. Oh Christ! That's across my face. That's even worse. That's even worse. That one's actually at least not across my face. But yeah, I can't seem to get rid of these name tags at the bottom for some reason. Got to work out those kinks. Didn't even realize. Anyway, moving on. What is my next? The minge. I got to do a response to that one. What's this?
I would only be marrying a man who is putting land, properties, and assets in my name.
80% of women are just like this woman. This woman. That is it.
Hold on, let me go back.
Trans women are...
Shut up.
But if I were to get married to a man, I would only be marrying a man who is putting land, properties, and assets in my name.
80% of women are just like this woman. This woman. That is it. A man should give you lands and houses. You're a bastard. You're a bastard. You're a bastard. A treacherous bastard. A man should give you lands and houses and his possession, something he has worked for all his life, to give it to you, and all you're bringing to the table is I love you. Of what value is that love? And some of you are bringing a used kitty.
A used
and
kitty.
That is all you bring to the
a used kitty. That's how it is, man. They want BMW prices for second-hand Ford Fiestas. That's what it is. These ladies, they want BMW prices for second-hand Ford Escorts. Unfortunately, that's the name of the game. They bring vagina, and they expect the world for that 2 pound of vagina that they bring to the table, and they wonder why men are not taking up the deal anymore. They're shocked. Women are shocked that men don't want this terrible deal of giving up your entire life's work and effort and sweat for a tiny amount of sexual gratification. It's shocking that men don't want that awesome deal that the women bring. And not only this tiny little vagina that, well, it's not even tiny, it's probably usually quite wide mouth, yeah, it's been pounded by Tyrone and Leroy for many, many years in their 20s. They don't even bring you a new, as I said, they want brand new BMW prices for second-hand Skodas. They're not even giving you a brand new velvety silk vagina. They're giving you second-hand beaten down Ford Escorts, and they expect brand new BMW prices. Or shall we say Tesla nowadays? I don't know. Okay, what is this?
This is the RNLI lifeboat station at Sennin Cove in Cornwall. The beach it's built on is owned by King Charles, the patron of the RNLI. But that doesn't stop him charging the lifeboat crew here £600 a year to launch their boat and save lives. Charles also charges the NHS £11 million over 15 years to park ambulances in a warehouse he owns. He charged the St. John's ambulance £60,000 to lease a garage he owns. He's also the patron of that charity. And talking about charities, the royal family owns a building in London where offices are rented by some of our best-loved campaign groups. Over the last 20 years, Macmillan Cancer Support has paid £17 million to work in that office. Comic Relief has paid £10 million and Marie Curie Cancer Care has paid £9 million. This is the RNLI lifeboat station at Sennin Cove in Cornwall. The beach it's built on is owned by King Charles, the patron of the RNLI.
Sorry about
but that doesn't stop him charging the lifeboat crew here £600 a year to launch their boat and save lives. Charles also charges the NHS £11 million over 15 years to park ambulances in a warehouse he owns. He charged the St. John's ambulance £60,000 to lease a garage he owns. He's also the patron of that charity. And talking about charities, the royal family owns a building in London where offices are rented by some of our best-loved campaign groups. Over the last 20 years, Macmillan Cancer Support has paid £17 million to work in that office. Comic Relief has paid £10 million and Marie Curie Cancer Care has paid £9 million in rent. King Charles is already worth hundreds of millions of pounds. It's time for him to stop fleecing Britain.
Look, over the years, there's always been people who hated the royal family, Republicans and communists. They always hated the royal family. So I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm indifferent when it comes to them because I don't really think they are the problem in this particular scenario. Getting rid of them won't solve many problems in this country. So at the moment, they're the least of my worries. It's the political class that should be got rid. If I had a choice to get rid of everyone in the House of Parliament or King Charles, I would get rid of everyone in the House of Parliament. Everyone, like a clean slate, not a single standing politician right now. That includes the reforms. That includes even the backbenchers of the Conservatives. Whatever, the lot. Absolutely bin the lot. We need a complete reform and revamp of the political environment, the political landscape in Britain. None of the politicians that we have are fit for purpose. None of them. We need a complete just overhaul. And not only politicians, by the way, The civil servants, the civil service needs a complete overhaul. It needs a complete clean out. The activists in the civil servant are actually worse than the politicians, because the politicians can be kind of churned and renewed every few years. The civil servant is there for life. Those civil servants, those quangos, they're there forever. You don't get a vote on them. You don't get to renew them. So there's a major overhaul that the British political class and the civil service needs. But there's no will. There's no one with any kind of spine or backbone to even come close to doing such an act, such a work. So what happens? This is what happens. I'll tell you what. This is what happens. This is what I am.
Why are the Brits leaving the UK? As we have seen, a lot of people from countries like India, Pakistan, Nigeria, and Zimbabwe are moving to UK. And also there is a huge influx of people lately due to illegal immigration. On the other hand, many natives are moving out. About 479,000 people emigrated from the UK in the year ending June 2024. But why are they leaving the UK? First, the cost of living is brutal. In London, homes average over £400,000, pricing out young people who can't buy in. Then there's the dreary weather and lifestyle. Many chase sun in Spain or France. Brexit's also left some feeling cut off from Europe. Jobs lure professionals to Australia or the US. Plus, illegal immigration, like 30,000 small boat arrivals in 2024, strains housing and services, pushing some out. High taxes and rising crime seal the deal. From Dubai to Dublin, Brits are seeking better vibes. Would you leave? Comment below and don't forget to follow.
There you go. That's what's going down. That is going down. Now, there are alternatives to to working a regular 9 to 5, and here's one of those.
Guys, I feel so bad. So I have this fan who always spoils me, right? He's really good to me. I love him so much. And I just always assumed he had a really good paying job, obviously, because he spends so much money on me. And I just found out he not only sold his house, and that's how he was able to spend over $2.5 million on me, but his family sent him to rehab because of it. What do I do? I feel so bad. Guys,
This is why simping must die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why simping must die. This man sold his house to give money to an OnlyFans woman. This is insane. $2.5 million this man spent. And now he's had to go to rehab because the man is essentially, he has a problem. He has a problem. This girl isn't even all that. She's like a 6. Maybe a 7. She's look at all those neck tattoos and stuff. She doesn't qualify as anything more than a 6 or a 7. Those tattoos, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, I suppose it's in the eye of the beholder, but those tattoos diminish her immediately down to, she might have been an 8 without them, but all that body paint, to me, just reduces her down to a 6 immediately. 5, 6 at best. I mean, I don't even know what's going on below the breast line, because God knows if she has a gut or if she's actually fit. I mean, she looks relatively thin from the neck up, but who knows what's going on down there. I mean, she's OnlyFans. She probably has a decent body on her, otherwise nobody would spend a penny. Victoria says, what does Victoria say? Victoria says, Banksy, have you seen Darren Grimes' interview with a government advisor? The interview was initially about Southall, but he talks about what it's like behind number 10's door. I haven't seen it. I will look into that, Darren Grimes. But the thing is, if you actually see the interview with the Boris Johnson's advisor, former advisor, Dominic Cummings, I think it is, he pretty much laid it out, like who really runs things. And it's the civil service. It's the civil servants that run things in Downing Street. Your prime ministers and your front benchers, they're just there to just glance over these stupid things and just put a signature to things. They just rubber stamp these things that their advisors put in front of them. So who is really running this country? It's the civil service. It's not it's not these politicians. Any politician who's worth their salt that tries to actually do something that actually makes any kind of real change or effect is sidelined and demonized in the press and then ousted. Look at Suella Braverman. Look at what they did to her. This poor woman was a true believer. See, there are like true believers who come into politics to actually want to do good and actually make change or actually adhere to their manifesto. And Suella Braverman tried that with the immigration thing. She really tried to stop the small boats. There was no will for it. Rishi Sunak sidelined her. The media demonized her. And then she just was labeled as some kind of racist bigot. Although being an Indian woman, she became a Nazi. They just started calling her a Nazi. They made Priti Patel look represented her as Dracula in Spitting Image. I mean, when they want to take you down, it doesn't matter whether you're Indian, black, white. If you're white, it's just easier for them to tear you down. It just takes a little bit less effort. It takes a little bit more effort, sorry, if you're Indian or somewhat ethnic. Otherwise, no, they'll tear you down exactly the same way. They did it with Suella Braverman, they did it with Priti Patel, and they did it with, what was her name? That prime minister, female prime minister who lasted like 2-3 months. I forgot her name now. If anyone in the chat remembers, just post it for me, please. But yeah, that's what they'll do. They'll just destroy you, because the civil service is what runs this show. These people you elect, they don't do shit. This is why Farage kind of has done U-turns on the things he said about repatriation, about all this immigration stuff, because he got into that whole houses of Satan, that synagogue of Satan we call Parliament, and he realized the politicians don't run things. Although I'm sure he would have known this by now. Hell, an idiot like me on the internet has recognized that politicians don't really run this country. So surely he must have suspected it, but I think got first-hand, experience that actually politicians can't really do shit if the civil service doesn't want it. So it's the civil service that really runs the show here, that pushes agendas. And if you can't overhaul that, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make if Reform had 500 MPs in the Houses of Commons, they still wouldn't be able to make real significant changes, because the civil service is what has an agenda and what runs this country. I think you have to get rid of the civil service before you can do anything else. But anyway, why don't Hafez be civil service? Hey man, I think I want to work for one of these quangos. They make seriously good money. Anyway, so yeah, OnlyFans. Let me just quickly. I know I'm bouncing from politics to red pill stuff, but yeah, gentlemen. I mean, I don't think I have to tell anyone in this chat. Do not give a penny to an OnlyFans girl. Ever. There is literally zero benefits. You're better off betting on horses and dogs at the races and playing the slot machines in Vegas than putting money in the pockets of these prostitutes, essentially. Digital prostitutes. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Go to a real prostitute. Go to some of the states in the United States. Go to Amsterdam. I think even Portugal. I don't know. There's plenty of places who have red light districts. Go and actually put money in a pocket of an actual prostitute and then get real sex. If you have to give money for sex and sexual titillation, then actually go to a real human being. Why are you giving money to digital prostitutes? Digital prostitutes are the last people on earth you want to give any penny to. There's like a mountain of free adult material available on the internet. I mean, you could watch free adult videos till the day you die, and you still wouldn't finish them all. What is the desperation of men? God, you people are simps. It's the testosterone, man. It's the testosterone. I know it's hard to resist, but giving money to these digital prostitutes is unbelievable. Okay, what do we have next? What's this? What's this woman ranting about?
Support. Back in 2018, I was...
Guys, I feel so bad, so I have this...
Why don't sperm donors have to pay child support? Back in 2018, I was artificially inseminated because I'm a lesbian and I wanted kids, right? So me and my girlfriend decided that we were going to go find a donor and have a kid that way. When we broke up, she said that she had no legal obligation to this child and she didn't want to be the parent anymore. Of course, I was like, whatever, that's fine. Just give me, some child support. And she said, did you not hear me? I have no legal obligation to this child. I'm not going to pay child support. So now I'm trying to get the sperm donor to pay child support because biologically he is my daughter's parent.
Oh my loving God. I don't know if you're hearing what I'm hearing, but if you're hearing what I'm hearing, this lesbian, this... man, how do I put it? This hairy plate eating dyke went to a sperm bank and got pregnant because she's in a lesbian relationship. Then her partner left her and doesn't want to pay a penny for the child because she has no legal obligation to do so. Now she wants to get child support from the sperm donor. Oh my God. Oh my loving God. Guys, I gotta depart for a moment. I'll be back.
So I want him to give me his half. I don't know what to do at this point, but I just think it's really messed up that somebody can just go donate sperm and then have nothing else to do with the kid. Why don't sperm donors have to pay child support? Back in 2018, I was artificially inseminated because I'm a lesbian and I wanted kids, right? So me and my girlfriend decided that we were going to go find a donor and have a kid that way. When we broke up, she said that she had no legal obligation to this child and she didn't want to be the parent anymore. Of course, I was like, whatever, that's fine. Just give me, some child support. And she said, did you not hear me? I have no legal obligation to this child. I'm not going to pay child support. So now I'm trying to get the sperm donor to pay child support because biologically he is my daughter's parent. So I want him to give me his half. I don't know what to do at this point, but I just think it's really messed up that somebody can just go donate sperm and then have nothing else to do with the kid. Why don't...
Yes, it's called the sperm bank. That's the whole point, you silly slapper. Do you realize, madam, I'm talking to this hypothetical woman now. Madam, if a sperm donor at a sperm bank had to pay child support for every child that was conceived from their sperm, they would literally have to pay hundreds of thousands of pounds, possibly, definitely tens of thousands of pounds a month or dollars a month or whatever, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for the potentially hundreds of children that they would have. Are you insane? No one would donate to a sperm bank if they had to pay child support for every time one of those sperms conceived the child. You insane, entitled woman. This is your 21st century women, ladies and gentlemen. You want to get married? You want to have children with modern women? Good luck. Good luck is all I have to say.
Where do you like him to finish?
Oh God, no, I can't. I don't think I can play that one. I think I'm gonna have to skip that one. What's this?
I don't know if you guys know, but I was a stepdaddy. I did everything for this girl. I fed her child. I treated her good. I gave her a home, paid no bills.
Yeah, this guy's being left. Okay, this.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1.
Just want to reiterate, these are the requirements that you need to have to date this fine specimen of a mother of 3 children from possibly 3 different baby daddies. Well, let's hear it.
Is that you need to be making at least 130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit, okay? I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids.
You have to have 3 cars under your name. 3 cars. And one of them has to have 7 seats. So you have to get rid of your Ferrari, your Porsche, your Mr. Andrew Tate and your Bugatti in order to buy a 7-seater people carrier for Madam over here with 3 children. Bargain. Bargain, gentlemen. Absolute freaking bargain. You are getting unbelievable. You're getting pearls thrown at you, you swine. A pearl with 3 little pearls.
Oh, I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So
you only have 3 kids. Why do you need 6 rooms? By your numbers, you at most you need 5. No, 4. Because you and the man will be sleeping in one master bedroom, and your kids will only need 3 bedrooms because you only have 3 kids. What does he need to have 6 bedrooms? What are those 2 extra rooms for?
So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense.
Why? Why does it need 6 bedrooms? There's only the maximum is 4. There's only 5 of you to begin with. Even if each of you had a room, there'd still only be 5 rooms.
And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one.
Oh no shit, lady. No shit. You're not the one. And let us read some of the comments here. Men have to pay 10 times as much to get less than what our grandfathers had. Oh yeah, I put down. I actually commented. And for all that, my good sir, you get access to this wide mouth vagina that has been destroyed by the 3rd kid coming out. I sometimes amaze myself. An amazing deal, right? She'll be single forever. R.I.P. to your relationship. Imagine a used car with high mileage and a blown out motor demanding to be bought for a new car prices. Exactly, man. Ford Escort sold at BMW prices, baby. I want. Red flags. Run. She mad. She 25 with 3 kids. That's the most expensive 1989 Honda Accord with 500,000 miles on it. Oh my God. Am I? Yeah, I'm still good. Oh, thank God. I'm 36. I'm out of her league. The guys. Oh yes, boys. You missed out on that one. You missed out on that one. Hope she saved this video and compares it to her requirements when she's 40 and still single. Yep. So yeah, ladies be delusional. Hold on. One thing I will say. I think this could be very much a rage bait video and a troll. There's a very good chance. I mean, she's sitting in a car that clearly doesn't have 6 seats. So she doesn't even own a car with 6 seats. So she doesn't have a people carrier for her 3 kids. She seems perfectly fine putting them in a regular car. But either way, yeah, I think this could potentially be a troll. This may not actually be a real thing. Digozi, you are like prolific, lady. Purple, yellow, demand face, blue, white. What the hell is all this crap? At Hafez TV, We want the floating emojis. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. This one doesn't have those because I can only do that for my OBS, through my OBS. This is not OBS. This is Restream, my love. I apologize, but I'm only going live through this, through Restream. Restream doesn't have floating emojis. But I'll do another stream another time with the floaty emojis. Floating emoji mode on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. This just doesn't have the floating emojis because it's a different thing. I'm using Restream. You talk to Restream if you want the floaty emojis, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what is this? Game over. Yeah, actually, yeah, it would be nice actually if we had some of that floaty emojis. But unfortunately, it is what it is. I can't help it. There's nothing I can do. I can highlight your message like that. But that's the best I got, kids. That's the best I got. And in fact, some of the older emojis don't seem to even show up. The new emojis don't even show up. Only the old emojis show up on Restream. So it doesn't even have the new emojis sort of built in. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Can't really do much about it. Make it happen, Hafez. You have the power. Yes, I have to start an entirely different stream and run it through an entirely different system. But I will next time. Next time, go see. Okay, forget that. Oh, these are Iranians. These are Iranians in, I'm not sure where. I don't know if it's England or America, but they're actually playing the old national anthem, the Shah's national anthem of Iran. So it's a rebellious group. They would literally be executed for playing this music in Iran in the streets. But you know, it is what it is. The Iranians are coming up. Oh God, I hope they have a successful revolution and get rid of the Islamic Republic. It's such a piece of crap regime. It's really holding us back. Oh, this is something as well. Let's see what this one was.
Imagine finding out that your father was in the queue with 50 other people for Lily Phillips. I'm gonna be honest, at first I thought this was some kind of April Fool's prank, and I found it really funny, like, yeah right, my father who disowned me for being in this industry is gonna go queue up with 50 other guys just to use Lily Phillips' back lane.
By the way, I also think this is kind of a troll. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm not convinced. What's this? Banksy, please make Digosi your moderator. Oh, you must be joking me. There's no way I'm making this crazy Christian a moderator. She's insane, and she texts like 20 texts a second. You have to be joking me. You're lucky I haven't banned her from just non-stop texting. Business Australia can help. What's business talking about? What's going on? What is business chatting about? Anyway, I'm not making Gozi a mod. You have to be out of your cotton picking mind. But business is not. Business is banned on Big Noses channel, but not here. Business, you do you, boo. You carry on. Just don't troll too hard. At least, well, don't break YouTube toss. But other than that, I don't give a shit. I honestly don't. I mean, I am far more libertarian than YouTube is. Let's put it that way. He's not joking. He's not joking. Of what? I don't know what he's saying. You're gonna have to, because all I see is like weird emojis. I don't see actual text. You have to send me actual text and put my name to it, so at least it highlights, so I know what it is that business is talking about. I'm not going to scroll through 20,000 text messages just to see what you guys are nattering on about. And by the way, hit the like, everyone. Hit the like, and goodwill and fortune will come your way. Tomorrow you will wake up richer than today. Prosperity gospel. Yeah. Hit the like, and tomorrow you will find your erection is longer than ever. Your breasts have grown 8 inches bigger, and your hips have shrunk 3 inches. You will be thinner and more endowed than ever before. Go on, do it. Okay, this crazy woman clearly is insane. Now, one thing I want to ask everyone: can you guys please go ahead and drop this link every so often for those who have mod, because I need some what do you call it? If anybody wants to jump on the panel, that's it. That's what it is. I'll be honest. I don't even know why I'm still doing this. It's insane. He is not joking, mod. Oh, at Australia or me, and live a sane life and live a sane life. No, I'm not modding you two. You two are clearly troublemakers. There's no way I'm modding you. You guys just chat and do your thing, but I'm not modding you up. You must be out of your cotton picking mind. I know it. You guys think I'm like new to this shit or something. Do you realize that I was doing this shit back when you guys couldn't even turn on a computer? Back when you didn't even know what the internet was. I was literally trolling people in 1996. 1996, 97, yeah, in fact. Yes, I was online trolling shit with a handle called Steel Vagina. Okay? Okay, yes, I had a handle called Steel Vagina, and I was trolling people on CompuServe and AOL. So you come to me as if like I'm new, like I'm some noob that's just waltzed onto the fucking internet, that I'm gonna mod your crazy asses. I can smell crazy on you from like 100 fucking yard. No, I ain't modding you up, you insane nut jobs. Anyway, continue.
Like, I don't think that these girls understand what they're doing. I'm in the industry. I don't break up families. I don't sleep with people's dads. Yeah, I have like months, but like it doesn't mean that I should get karma for it. Lily, how would you feel if I was to do this with your dad or your brother? Maybe I should. Literally disgusts me. Well, thanks a lot, because now I'm gonna have to go break it to my mother.
Okay, this 304 is on the internet. She's an OnlyFans girl herself, or some version of that, whatever that is. And her father happened to go and queue up for Lily Phillips's back door, and he was in a queue with 50 other. Oh, how can you even do that? That must be the most repulsive crap ever. Imagine, I mean, Lily Phillips did 101 guy, and Bonnie Blue I think did 1,000 and something, 1,000 and some change. Now, it's all right if you draw the number 1 to 10. 1 to 5, I would say within 1 to 5, I'll be okay with that. But if you've drawn number 672, I don't know. I may not stay in that queue. If you're anything in the upper 600-700s, go home. Go home, man. It ain't worth it. You don't want to be that guy. Why? Why would you queue up to be number 600 or 700 in a line of I mean, that vagina must be busted up by that point. I mean, it will be like Frank Bruno after the Mike Tyson fight. He'll be like, oh, I could have had him, man. I was coming forward, but he was walking. That vagina would be just. It would be like Rocky 2. Like the 12th, 13th round in like Rocky 2, where Stallone's face is all just mashed up. He's like, cut me, Mick, cut me, Mick. That vagina would just be like that at that point. It'll have the cornerman trying to like press some ice cold bag of ice on top of it. Come on, you can do it. One more round, Mickey. Rocky. I mean, it's got to be god awful. It's got to be. How? You see, this is what I mean about simping. What is wrong with you men? What is wrong with you men that would actually stand in line at number 640? No! Forget 600. The dudes that were still around when it came up to number 1,000, because it wasn't just 1,000 she stopped at. She was like 1,100 or something. If your ticket says 1,100 and something, I am not hanging around. Okay? If I'm at Argos, if I'm at IKEA, if I'm at any of these places where you draw a number, you purchase your thing, and then you have to wait in line because it gives you a ticket. And you have to like wait in line for your item to arrive, your TV, your TV stand, your shoes, whatever the hell it is you just bought. If the number comes up, anything past double digits, I'm leaving. I'm canceling my order. I'm coming back another day. Because there's no way I'm hanging around for 1,112th guy. Who was that guy? Who was that sad, desperate son of a bitch who hung around to be the 1,112th bloke to hit that mashed up vagina? What is wrong with you, men? What is wrong with you, men? I love Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang. Yeah. I pity the fool who waits to be 1,112th guy to hit a nasty vagina. I pity that fool. Yes. Yes, I'm not angry. I pity the fool who hung around after 1,000 people went into that room and smashed that vagine. And now it's your turn. God. Damn, these men are desperate. Look, I'm not going to deny it. I mean, everybody can see Bonnie Blue, whatever her real name is, Lily Phillips. They're very beautiful women. They're gorgeous girls. They got great body, good-looking faces, just generally well looked after by the looks of things. But those vaginas, and also I think they take it up the rectum as well. I mean, the front hole and the back hole, that's just busted up. There's no way they're coming out of that in any good shape. It's just, I don't think there's any way that those vaginas and that rectum is coming out of that marathon run in a good shape. Have you seen marathon runners? Have you ever seen them at the 26-mile mark? At the 25th mile mark? They're mashed up. They're not walking and talking right. They're on autopilot by that point. Their body is just carrying them to the finish line. They don't know what they're doing. Why are you not at work? I am at work. Manny. I should be well, at the moment I may have to end this very abruptly. But at the moment things are a little bit quiet, so I can get on. It's a Friday. But yeah, you've seen marathon runners, right? You've seen them. Oh, shut up, Manny. Don't mess with me, sir. I know what you're doing. I know who you are. I know what you're doing. And there is no way that this is... I have to end this very abruptly. Yeah. I can hear it, Manny. I can hear it. You troll! Screw you. Anyway, but yeah, man. I mean, it's got to be like a marathon runner. I mean, that vagina at the 1,000 mark has to be just like a marathon runner, just mashed up, just running on autopilot, just trying to get to the finish line. God damn it, 1,000 men in one day. That's wrong. That's so wrong. Hey, big up, open your eyes. Big up Manny with his no sound bollocks. Open your eyes. Oh, where's open your eyes, actually? Oh, there it is. There it is. Lols. Lols. Yes, lols. Lols to you too, Manny. Anyway. So, yeah, this girl, this OnlyFans 304 is upset that her dad stood in line to smash Lily Phillips, but yet she's upset that he doesn't accept her. No father would ever want their daughter to be an OnlyFans. It doesn't. I would rather my daughter literally pick up shit with her bare hands for a living and clean up just the most disgusting places, but not to show her vagina on the internet. I would rather for her to do anything else, clean toilets day and night, than to be an OnlyFans girl. You have got to be joking me. Not only my daughter, my sister, my cousins, any female in my family, hell, friends even, I would rather for them not to be exposing their rectum on the internet for a few quid. I would rather for them to clean toilets and wash floors. What is wrong with you that you think that it's okay for you to be doing what you're doing? Look, I participated in that industry. I am somewhat guilty of perpetuating this industry, but those women, at the time, it was just, I can't force you not to do it. I'm not saying I have any say over your life, but if you're my family member, if you're my daughter, if you're my sister, if you're my mother and aunties, yes, I would strongly advise you not to do any of that shit, because it's not a good thing. It's not a good industry. It's not good for you. Psychologically, it damages women quite badly. Do not do that. Anyway.
Imagine finding out that your father was...
I don't know if you guys know, but I was...
What else do we have? What's this?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with modern marriage from a man's perspective, as far as I'm concerned. Most of the marriages I know, okay, the man provides financially. He protects, right? He, he's also there to be part of the family dynamic, taking care of kids, doing the things that he can do. What does the woman bring? She brings love, affection, a little bit of sweetness at the end of the day, sex. She brings, taking care of kids. Okay, if you get divorced, every single thing on that side of the man equation, he can be compelled to do by the power of the state, and if he fails to do it, they can put him in jail. Nothing on that other side, the female side, is enforceable at law. The court cannot order her to be nice to you, to fuck you, to be a wonderful mother to your children. She can't. They can't force that. So when you have a contract...
I'd just like to apologize for the bad language. I didn't realize this gentleman was going to use that bad language in this video. I know this is a family show and it's an afternoon show. So we'd like to, over here at Hafez TV, apologize for the offensive word that was used, that was uncensored.
Where only one side of it is enforceable with the power of the state and the other side is not. My attitude is, why don't we then just have an honest conversation about what we could both be afraid of and what value we want to attribute. But the court can't. What's the problem?
Yes, what the MGTOW have been preaching for best part of, I don't know, almost 10 years now, maybe less. 6-7 years for sure, because I know about MGTOW like since 2016, 17, in fact. I made videos about MGTOW in 2015, 16, so it's easily 8-9 years, 10 years at best. So yeah, best part of a decade, the MGTOWs have been saying marriage is a scam. Marriage is the worst contract a man can get into. Why would you do that to yourself? With modern women especially. Now, yeah, sure, there are exceptions to the rule. There are people who get lucky. There's Manny. He's happily married for many, many years. I'm sure his wife isn't planning on fleecing him in a divorce court anytime soon. So, you know, there are exceptions. There are unicorns, but they are the exceptions and they are the unicorns. So if you think you are that great, that you're the one that's going to make that marriage last, go ahead and roll that dice. But I tell you what, I wouldn't jump out of a plane with a parachute that only opens 50% of the time, because that's the marriage divorce rate. It's over 50% now. So if you think you can jump out of a plane with a parachute that only opens 50% of the time, you go ahead. I'm all right, Jack.
What is the terrorist event scenario?
Okay, that's getting into Islam. I'm not sure whether I care for that at the moment. This conversation is not exactly a Islam conversation that I'm interested in. What is this? I made the world to laugh at you. Oh, this is Jada Franson just taking a dump on Will Smith. Oh, this one's quite good. I think you should all see this.
C'est la 2.
This man has a robotic arm that has different settings. He goes ahead and turns it on, apparently on the last setting that he had it set to.
Oui, attendez, parce que je mets...
Attendez, parce qu'il y a mon aide-soignée qui est pas...
Est-ce que vous pouvez m'aider? Ouais,
voilà.
Parce que c'est le...
Je vais essayer. Ouais. Non, ah, non,
visiblement, ça ne marche pas. Attends, c'est la 2. Oui, attendez, parce que je mets...
Attendez, parce qu'il y a mon aide-soignée qui est pas...
Est-ce que vous pouvez m'aider? Ouais,
voilà.
Parce que c'est le...
Je vais essayer. Non, ah, non,
visiblement, ça ne marche pas.
Attendez.
This is why I'm not buying those sex robots yet. Do not be the first adopter of sex robots. They haven't got all the glitches right. You never know when she'll suddenly clamp down on your little Johnson, and then you have to call the fire brigade to get this T800 unbuckled from your midsection. Okay, I don't need the fire brigade to bring in the jaws of life in order to release me from her jaws of life. So don't be a first adopter when it comes to sex robots, fellas. Let the other Sims take the first few generations and end up with these kind of accidents. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need the T800 ripping it off in her silicone hands, because I went ahead and bought the first batch of the sex robots. So no, wait for third or fourth generation at best. You know, remember your iPhones? Remember there was like the iPhone 6 that came out that was like really thin, but it was so thin that it would bend in your pocket. The metal would just literally morph and just, you know, just crap. So they had to do a bunch of recalls. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what you get when you're an early adopter. Certain products you just don't want to be an early adopter. Wait. Are you going to open up the panel? I already did, Manny. Nobody showed up. It's not my fault. Mods? Do I have mods? Are there still mods here? And to be honest with you, I think I've already gone too long, and I'm already getting dangerously close to having to go back to work. Let me check. I probably have to go quite suddenly, or I can just mute myself, I guess, if someone's on the panel, and you just have to run the show until I get back. I don't know. It's up to you guys, but look, okay, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. One last shot. If anybody wants to jump on, have a laugh. But if I have to go, I have to go, man. That's how it is. I can't faff about. Banksy, please make Lieutenant your moderator to deal with those troublemakers. Problem is, Lieutenant kind of has it in for the Gosi and also maybe business. So I don't know if she's gonna be even-handed with them. She may actually ban them, and I don't want anyone banned. So it's a bit of a risk. It's a bit of a risk, boys and girls. Now I don't know if this restream actually works or not, but there it is, boys and girls. So if you can do it, do it. I can't actually make other people mods through this. It's weird. I have to actually do it through a different thing. Is someone here? How do I know? Oh, it does. Oh, there is someone here. Hello, Manster.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Oh, good. Oh, good. What's crack-a-lacking?
Your live stream yesterday was interesting. I didn't get to watch too much of it, but I thought that was a good topic to discuss. So you were essentially asking, how can God allow tragic things to happen? You were referring to a friend of yours who had lost her husband. After just had a new baby. So that was a very interesting question. I mean, I don't think there's a straight answer. Jordan, Open Your Eyes UK might be a better person to answer this, since he is an ordained priest. But I would say, from my very small understanding, is that it's all a test of whether or not you're going to turn your back away from God, which is not going to answer your question, and you're going to find a lot of motivation to kind of criticize that. But that's the best answer that I've ever come up with. It is indeed one big test to whether or not your faith can be broken.
Yeah, but why does God need that?
Well, that's the ultimate question and the ultimate answer, isn't it? Why does he need that? And I don't think there's a concrete answer to that out there at all. And the difference is, people who have faith, people who have experienced or have a relationship with God, that connection is far stronger than breaking that connection when something goes wrong. But people do, right? I mean, people who follow God, who believe in God, tragic things happen to their life and their faith breaks.
Yeah, but what I mean is, so God wants Ginny to not be a God worshipper.
Well, I don't think that's the that's the ultimate objective. I don't think that's how it's viewed by people that follow any faith. But it's definitely is viewed that it is a test.
Yeah, but
why?
What I mean is,
why is it a
what's
test?
the purpose of the test exactly? I mean, why does she need to be tested?
Exactly. No, mate. I exactly. I think it's like I said, a valid question, and something that we need to have more conversation about, and we need to have people, like I said, like Jordan, to come on to explain it from a more of a heightened religious sense, because the likes of you and I are not. I mean, you definitely not. I mean, you're practically a Satanist anyway. But at least I'm trying to make up ground and trying to find crucial answers. Whereas you're going straight to hell, I'll just be waving to you as you fall past.
Oh, but you think you're gonna make it by just sitting on the fence? No, you're either gonna accept, because as far as last I remember, you've never been baptized in any Christian church. So if you haven't been baptized a Christian, and Christian God is the real God, you're going to hell. You're going to hell with the rest of us. There is no fence sitting. Jesus didn't say, those who follow me or sit on the fence over there get access to the kingdom of heaven. No, it says to get to kingdom of heaven, it goes through me. He didn't say about
as I climb up to heaven and you're falling past me. Trust me, I've got very quick legs. I'm going to give you a couple of kicks on the way down, and those kicks are going to be hard. And I'm going to say, "Told you."
No, but what you don't realize is that as we all queue up to see where we're going, to hell or heaven, they're going to point to you and say, "Oh, you the Sikh heathen. Yeah, you know Guru Nanak? Yeah, he's in hell. Go there." You and that heathen Banksy, the atheist, yeah, you're all going to the same place. There is no option B, option C. There is just option A and option B.
You're working from a lot of assumptions there, but that's fine. I shall allow you to.
No, but it's not.
But let's
it's
not.
the truth.
But let's not divert from the actual crucial question you asked, and kind of us agreeing that I think this topic, though it may seem like a small topic, I think is vast and should be discussed more openly, because there's not enough people coming forward with the right type of answer.
Yeah, look, all I'm saying is, I mean, Open Your Eyes, Jordan is saying, good day to you, by the way, Wolfpack. Jordan is saying that not all, the baptism doesn't save souls. No, you have to be, baptism is you being born again. That's the part of the whole process, right? I mean, unless I'm getting some critical part wrong, but your baptism is you being born again. And once you're born again, then, and you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, then you have a shot at going to heaven. Otherwise, no. If you're not baptized, if you're not born again, you ain't going to heaven. There is no man who goes to the kingdom of the Father unless they go through Jesus. So
I think
no other way.
Jordan is saying that all you have to do is believe, whereas you're saying it's not just belief. You have to go through the whole rebirth.
Jordan is a wishy-washy. He's making up his own crap.
He's not wishy-washy.
Yes.
Jordan is actually very well rehearsed.
These are these modern day supposed Christians who've got these liberal modern attitudes. I don't think Christ in any shape or form was wishy-washy about it. He wasn't like, oh, you can come as long as you really believe in your heart. No, he literally said it is easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to go to the kingdom of heaven.
But what
you get to the kingdom of heaven through me.
Yeah, but you're picking you're mixing from things that you kind of heard. What he meant by that, by living by God's rules, it's very difficult. It's far easier, for example, to be in your position and say it's all false, it doesn't work, there's no God, it's all make believe. It's far easier to do that than to say, right, I'm going to put my greed and my personal kind of targets to one side, and I'm going to try and operate. So I'm operating under the rules set out by God.
Yeah, look at what Goshi says. Hafez, God said, would rather you hot or cold, lukewarm, he spew you out. It says, if you're lukewarm, spew you out of his mouth, be fireball or snowball or spitball, lukewarm, he will vomit you out. There you go. You choose, he gives you a choice. I mean, okay, the English isn't great. I'll be perfectly honest with you, guys. So you really have to work on your grammar there. But I get the gist. And the gist is, no, there is no maybe. There is no fence sitting. There is no agnosticism. You either believe it and you've been baptized in it and born again, or you're going to hell. Manny, the problem is, the problem isn't mine. If Jesus is true, if Jesus and Yahweh is the actual God of the universe, and this heaven and hell and all that is true, I'm going to hell and I'm accepting my fate. You're the one who thinks you have some kind of a get out as some Sikhi fence sitter. No, you have no get out. You are not worshiping the right God. You're following a false idol, if Jesus is true, and thus you're in the same boat as me, mate. We're sitting next to each other, and I'm going to give you a big old hug on the way down to hell.
When have I ever said that I'm a Sikh or any other religion for that?
Are you baptized in any Christian church?
No, but
are you born again?
You're working on assumptions.
Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
You're working on assumptions.
No, I'm asking questions. I'm asking direct questions. If your answers are no to those questions, you and I are sitting together, buddy. We are hell. We're sitting on that hell gondola, and we're both going down together. And unlike you, that you kick me on your way to heaven, I will hug you, give you a big squidgy hug as we go down to Satan's basement in order to get rogered by some giant demon and a pitchfork.
That's you, mate. Not me. That's you. You won't be hugging me. You won't be hugging me. But are we going to have? Are we going to have Jordan to come on and explain this?
Well,
What's
Jordan can come
saying?
on, but Jordan says he's working. He's only got a half an hour break, and I'll be honest. I'm myself on very.
Okay, maybe do another live stream at some point, and then we come up with some. Better
we can do this.
points.
We can do this at 6 o'clock. I don't know.
Why
whenever
don't you
guys-
ask next time you're at the corner, Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park? Why don't you ask Bob this question?
What? That who's going to heaven? Who's going to hell?
No, as in why does God allow this to happen?
The thing is, Bob's just going to give me an hour-long polemics of bollocks. Ultimately, never really answered the question because no one has answered this question. The question I posed was from yesterday's Problem of Evil, which Epicurus asked like 3,000 years ago. I don't know when it was. It was like 3,000 years ago, before Christ. Epicurus is a Greek philosopher. He asked he posed the problem of evil 4,000 years ago, and no one's answered it since. So if no one's managed to muster up a decent answer since the time of Epicurus, I don't think Bob's going to manage that one. I'm pretty sure Bob's going to fail on that one because no one has managed to, and far better Christians and scholars have had a go at that one. And none of them have managed to answer that question because they can't. All they have is it's God's divine plan. We don't know what God really wants, from us. We don't understand. We're too.
So do you not believe? So you
God's
don't believe.
plan.
So you don't believe in any divine plan at all? Then you think that's not possible? Putting this situation aside, which is tragic, obviously, but putting this situation aside, you don't think there's nothing that's happened in your life that you thought, well, that worked out pretty well. How did that happen?
No, I don't believe in. No, but the thing is, I don't believe there's a divine plan of anything. There's of course causal and effect scenarios within human existence, within the universe, and we have certain limited amounts of choices in which we can navigate through life, but those limits are set by a myriad of factors: where you're born, financial, social standards, standings, all sorts of different things. And those choices are laid out before you. Some people can excel beyond the lot that they were given in life, and others simply live within it, and others suffer because they have far less. But generally, we're just trying to deal with what's in front of us the best we can, and based on where you're born, what social level standard, what level of society, your financial society, you are what you earn as a person, as an individual, or with your parents, etc., etc. Your social standing, all of those things basically run into it. But from my worldview, what happened to Ginny is just an acceptable way that the universe is. It just is. Bad things happen to good people. I can see that. I can accept that. From my worldview, there is no unusual or there is no surprising thing about it. The fact is, the world is a cruel place, and bad things happen to good people all the time. People who don't deserve it. But it's unfortunately, it's the natural world which we live in. Accidents happen, and we have to deal with it. But I wasn't approaching this from my worldview. I was approaching this from a God believer's worldview, which is what Ginny is. Ginny is a devout Christian. Her husband would have been a devout Christian because she wouldn't marry anyone that wouldn't be a devout Christian. These kids, and by the way, they are kind of kids. They're 24. They did the right things. They got married. They had children. They were working hard. They were trying to build a life. And they were doing everything right. They were holding the Sabbath. They were praying every Sunday. They didn't do anything that deserved this. They don't deserve this. And God is to be blamed for this because God did this to them. If their God is real. Well, everybody else wants to make excuses for God. Everybody's full of excuses for God. They're caping for God all day long. Always. Oh, it's never God's fault.
It's because when you read the Bible, all the people went through a lot of problems before they reached their destination, right? And that includes Jesus Christ. So people that are familiar with the Bible, they remember the passages and the books of the Bible, which reminds people that just because you're a believer does not mean that you're going to have plain sailing in life and you're not going to have problems. It's how you overcome them and how strong or weak your faith becomes, during it and afterwards. So that's what believers carry with them, and I think that's what non-believers have difficulty understanding, because they don't have that relationship with God.
It's the fact is that if God wanted to make Ginny's faith not enough? So she was lacking in her faith, right? If that's the case, God had to have her husband be killed for her to go through this massive anguish and pain, for her son to grow up without a father, so that Ginny's faith would get stronger. That was the only way that God could do this. There wasn't any other options. It was just that's it.
What other options do you think there would be?
Well, number one, not killing the father.
No, but you're saying that's something that's already happened. So what other options do you think God would have? What is the reason? Could there be a particular reason?
The fact is, Ginny was already extremely devout. How much more devout does this God need? This woman literally worshipped at the altar of Christ.
Well, like I said, I don't think it's about just because you're a believer that you're not going to have issues, that you're not going to have problems.
No, but what lessons or what was the reason why she had to go through this? This is what I'm asking. That's the central question. Is that she's a believer, and yes, you said believers
and the
still
husband
suffer.
and the husband was or is.
The husband would have been, yeah. I mean, I don't think Ginny would have married someone that wasn't a strong Christian, because she was very she's one of those proper every Sunday to church kind of girls. She's proper Christian. Bible in her hand most of the time. If she's reading a book, she's reading the Bible. So she was one of those like proper, those black Baptist type Christians. So she was well into her religion. Discussed it, had her own YouTube channel where she did her own evangelism, or she had her own mission. So yeah, she was very much into this all the time. She wasn't like lacking as far as, I mean, certainly not compared to the myriads of other Christians who are multimillionaires who have barely ever suffered in their entire life, and they're these hypocrites who have private jets, those TV evangelists and bollocks. How is it that those swindlers get away with that crap all day, every day? But Ginny, living a very humble life. Her husband wasn't some high-flying market guy. He looked like, from the paint on his trousers, that he was like a blue-collar kind of worker who does painting and decorating or something.
Yeah, but that's not what we're discussing, though, is it? I mean, we create our own realities of what we do and the life we live. What we are saying here is, how did this tragic situation happen, and why? From what you're discussing is, why did God not protect that family from this tragedy? That is what we're asking. Precisely. How could we find it just unjustifiable, and I find it as well difficult to comprehend. Like, how could this lesson, if it is a lesson or whatever the situation is, not be taught a different way? This is too much of a loss.
That's it. That's my central question. It is essentially, that's what I mean, the Epicurean problem of evil. You know that, the Epicurean problem of evil. Essentially, either God allowed this to happen, which makes him benevolent, or he's incapable of stopping it, which means he's not omnipotent, which makes him useless. Why even worship him as God? I just don't know. Because I don't know, because if I knew, then I would know the mind of God. But what I'm asking is for the Christians, for the believers, to give me their justification, but they don't anyway. They just obfuscate. I mean, it's like that line from The Witches of Eastwick when Jack Nicholson, he goes into the church and all these and the women are like bewitched him and he's throwing up and everything, and he's like, you know, what happened? You know, when a man makes mistakes, they call it evil, but when God makes mistakes, they call it nature. And he basically concludes that. So I want to know.
Yeah,
women.
These type of wide of the mark kind of atheistic stuff that you're kind of conjuring up. I ain't got no interest in it. I'm just letting you talk because it's your show. All I came on to say, yesterday's question was a very good question, even though you're dressing it up in a weird way. If you do another live stream, I'd like to be, you know, on that topic and having, you know, other people, because I'd like to be a part of that. That's all I come here. I don't believe in none of the nonsense that you sprout and disrespecting God. You know, I definitely don't align myself with that. Great live stream nonetheless. And can you let me know, you've got different people talking in YouTube and different people on this restream thing. Are you streaming to multiple platforms?
Well, no. Well, yes, I am streaming to 2 different platforms, Kick and YouTube. But the thing is that 90% of them should all be on YouTube. It's just that Restream has its little chat section where I can actually see the YouTube, and well, actually, it should be all the chats from both Kick and YouTube. But I don't know what's going on in Kick. I don't really check Kick that often. So maybe there's someone talking in Kick. Maybe there's no one in Kick. I have no idea. In fact, Kick hasn't even gone live. My Kick is still not live. Actually, no, wait a minute. My Kick is, Hafez TV. But, yeah, my Kick hasn't gone live whatsoever. Oh, no, it has. No, it has. I can see it. It is live. And there is actually, yes, there's 2 people that have actually came in and made some comments. Love your stream. Like to invite some friends to your next stream. Add me. Okay, I will add you, sir. But how do I add this? Oh, here we go. Let's put a like or something. I don't know. I'll find out how to add these people to my streams. But okay.
Anyway, I'm going to jump off. Nice talking to you, Banksy.
All right.
When are you going to come around and visit me?
I don't know, man. When oh shit. We'll have to organize something.
Okay.
No worries. Let me know.
All right.
We'll hit something up.
All right. See you later.
Laters. Ciao, ciao, ciao. All right, guys and girls. I think I'm gonna end this bad boy because I gotta go back to work. I'm just very lucky that it's been a bit quiet today. Banksy, Kick buffering. Oh, I see. Kick is buffering. I apologize. I mean, I'd be honest. I don't really get a lot. I don't put a lot of stake in Kick. Is it? It's running at the moment. It's working. It's running. It is what it is, boys and girls. It is what it is. Let me see if I can move this way a little bit. Move me in more of a central position. Where were we? Let's get back to this one. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of more of these and then we're out of here. No, we can't do. Oh, here. This is quite good. AI generated this one.
The most
stereotypical people dating. The most stereotypical couples in each UK city according to AI. Part 2. So this is London. This is how this London stereotypical London couples look.
Typical couples in each UK city according to AI. Part 2.
Leeds. Hindus or Pakistanis. Probably Pakistanis. Plymouth. Definitely a white city, Plymouth, by the looks of things. Slough. Look at the shithole that is Slough. Even AI generated images of Slough is still a shithole. How much of a shithole is Slough? That even AI thinks Slough is shit. I mean, look at the freaking hell. And of course, there must be Pakistani Muslim. I gotta move to Norwich, man. Look at that. Look at that. Countryside, white folks. I wanna be where the white people are. I wanna have them singing and dancing. Hold on. That's it. There it is. I want to be where the white people are. I want to see them dancing. White people walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Bungering around. It's not too much fun. White legs are required for jumping and dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Oh, street. I want to go where all the white people cycle, where the streets are clean and there's no stabby stabby. Look at this, Nottingham. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, Hampshire. Look at this. White middle class, upper middle class, toffs on a yacht somewhere. Oh Christ, look at Newcastle. I mean, technically if AI was more accurate, she'd be throwing up and he'd be holding her hair back to make sure her hair doesn't get into the vomit. That would be the more accurate depiction of Newcastle, but you know, it is what it is. Oh Christ, Manchester, they're just lesbian. They're not even, they're just straight up lesbians in Manchester. Cambridge. Oh, look at these posh toffs. That is a beautiful camel tone jacket, though. Oh, I love those jackets. I gotta get one. Something missing out of my collection. I do have a cashmere jacket, but not one of those. Stoke-on-Trent. Holy shit. Oh, Exeter. Oh my god. This is where they go quail hunting and shit. Was it Carlisle? Okay, now. Still white. Oh, Oxford. Oh, you know that's where the money's at. You know where that's money.
The most stereotypical couple.
Anyway, guys, you love in my neighborhood. Again, Ollie. Okay, guys and girls. Look, guys. Look, Miss Lieutenant. I love to make you a mod, but I need you to be chill. Okay, I can't have you banning everyone left, right, and center. You're gonna have to like kind of be chill about that whole mod thing. So I like you to be mod, but you can't ban people just because you don't like their jib, cut of their jib. If you wish to do that, let us. Video not available. What the hell was I watching that the video is not available? I thought I was watching my own videos. Sorry. Hold on. I've got to actually load my own bloody video in order to be able to do the moddings. Bear with me. There it is. Sorry. Hold on. Come on. Oh, God. Gotta mute the damn thing. Okay, Lieutenant. Please don't go crazy with this one, okay? Just chill. Don't time people out just willy-nilly. Give them... Unless they break YouTube toss. That's literally the only reason I ban people or time them out. Is YouTube toss. not spamming. I mean, spamming sometimes if it's too much, but don't check your Kick chat again. Someone's in my Kick. I'm not even checking the damn Kick live stream. Too many things. Too many things, man. You guys are distracting me. I should be ending this goddamn thing. Okay. Aha! Biz. Big up my man Biz. Why isn't it showing up? Is it showing up in the live stream though? Yeah, it's not really showing up. The Kick chat doesn't show up in this restream. I don't know why. I should find some. I would have thought it would have incorporated Kick into this, but it's not. I don't know. It's just kept the Kick one separate. Sorry, guys. Okay, you are a mod, Lieutenant, but be normal. Loved it while it lasted. See you. No, go see. Hang around. She's all right. She'll be chill. She promised to be chill. You promised to be chill, right? You will be chill. All right. Okay, so we've got Oz, our man. He's in the Kick chat now. We love Ice Poseidon. I don't know what that is. There's a whole bunch of weird emojis. And thank you, business. This is getting boring. I gotta move on. All right, guys. I don't really have anything. So I'm just gonna end or sort of come to end this soon. I'm gonna end it with a weird thing though. I'm not gonna end it normally. Can't just end it normally. It just wouldn't be right to end it normally. So I'm gonna end it my way. I did it my way. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me in this weird ass live that I'm currently involved in. Let's put it this way, like this. And yeah, enjoy the video, the sort of the ending here. Is it that one? That one? That one? Yeah, that'll work. Oh no. Let's do this. All right, thank you guys. I gotta get out of here because I got shit to do. Try to do another one at 6 o'clock, maybe 6-7 o'clock tonight. Let's see how it pans out. But yeah, Lieutenant, just please be chill, be good. Don't time out Gozzy and business. I like these people, even though they're insane. But their insanity always brings a touch of novelty to the chat. So yeah, with great power, Miss Lieutenant, Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. So just be chill, just be normal, and you got to thank Mangulu. I don't know. Yeah, got to thank this guy. He pretty much campaigned for your moderator. It's amazing. Someone else campaigning so hard for someone else's moderation badge. But there you go. You go. Thank him, Mr. Australia. You are going to be demoderated from every channel. Well, actually, I could make him if I make business a moderator as well, then that could kind of even out if Lieutenant suddenly goes off the rails and just starts doing crazy stuff. But also I have to trust business. No, I can't. Business, I can't trust you, man. I think you're an insane type. Yeah, we out. It's so hard. Okay. Under a very, very temporary, just to even out if Lieutenant suddenly goes nuts. So now we have business and Lieutenant, both moderators. And so I don't want moderator wars. If there's moderator wars between you two, I will take it away from both of you. But if you guys can be chill and actually be normal, then we can work with this. So let's see how this works out. Let's see how this pans out. We have two people of opposite ends. I concur. Rebel, it should be, I should be moderate. I don't even know who the hell this Rebel Zen is. I mean, like, these people are mostly unknown to me. I don't even trust business, to be honest with you. The only person I actually know is Lieutenant out of all of you lot. So, on any level. How should I moderate you, Rebel? Okay. Guys, thank you for showing up. You've all been awesome. Massive 20 million people watching. Yeah, it's been my God, it's been nearly 2 hours. Have a good one. I will try to do another live later on. Maybe one like this, maybe one differently. I don't know. But for now, oh God, I am talking and no one is even seeing me. I'm just talking into the wind. In the wind. All right, guys. Love you all. Peace.